Do you all remember when the Conservatives were in power in the UK and they were thinking of cutting the winter fuel payment allowance? So Labour commissioned a report that stated that if they were to cut the winter fuel payment allowance for pensioners, that 4,000 pensioners would die. And then, the second that Labour got into power, it was in their top 10 of things to do. One of the first things that they did was they cut that exact payment. So I think it was to the tune of, or a saving of 2 billion. But the first thing that they did was cut that winter fuel payment for pensioners, even though they just did a report that stated 4,000 pensioners would die, thereby acknowledging that they're happy for 4,000 pensioners to die. Do you remember that? The reason that I bring it up is because obviously they want to save money to fill this black hole in the budget. Today, I read an interesting statistic, so let's go over this headline. It was that the UK, we spend £540 million on various translators and other services because many of our children in the UK now, English isn't their native tongue. So because they've come from foreign lands and they don't speak English, in order to help assimilate them in schools, we spend 540 million of our pounds on those types of services. So we don't have money to keep the elderly warm at winter so they can just die in a corner. 4,000 of them, I believe. Yeah? But we can pay for translation services and other things to help them integrate on people that have just arrived. That makes perfect sense, doesn't it? At this point, if you can't see that the Labour Party are traitors to the indigenous British population, you're either naive to the point of just extremism or you're a moron. You're an absolute far left moron.